I've got some brand new, got a right good bunch of things for you this fine day.
What was once one shall become four, though the three shall become one. Never again will the four be whole.
Okay.
I spoke with that strange man next to Deckard Cain. It's odd. He doesn't look that old, but if you look at his eyes, I'd swear you can see the centuries looking back at you.
I don't know what would have happened to this town without Deckard Cain.
That Templar you brought to town may seem grim to most, but I think he's hiding a good heart.
I've decided to write an epic poem on the death of the Skeleton King. All I need to do is find out how he was killed.
You could ask the one who did it, you know. He's right over there.
And give up my artistic license? Never.
I heard the goatmen have come down from the hills and are killing anything they can get their claws, hooves on. We should have killed them all when we had the chance.
Let's see. Rampaging Khazra, dark strangers appearing after a mysterious fire in the sky. Oh, and miscellaneous tomfoolery. Just another happy day in New Tristram. So, what you having today?
I can hardly believe it, but the falling star is a man. When Uncle Deckard realized this, he was crushed. I know he was hoping for something more miraculous.
Useful skill.
Did you know that Leah has traveled a better part of this world? She's even been to Chaldeum. But I bet you've seen things that would shock even her.
So this is how it ends? They dragged my cart from the road.
Well, digging a hole would certainly...
Farewell.
Tell me about your order. Are you born into it?
No. Our scripture says, as a farmer reaps his wheat, so must the order harvest and purify the weeds.
You were a weed?
A criminal. The order took me in and saved my life. More than that, my very soul.
It is good to fight with you again.
I have some. My goods are without equal. I've collected them from all parts of this world. Did you see that stranger next to old Kane? I was listening to him talk. I bet he comes from Westmarch.
Oh, really? So people from there usually travel by falling star? Use your head. If he's from Westmarch, I'm Empress of Chaldeum.
The attacks may be slowing down, but this town is done, and you know it. If we leave together, we might make it to Wardham.
What we'll make is sport for the Khazra. I'll stay here behind the gates, thank you.
Do not question the path you are on. It will lead you through things that will try your very soul. But you'll always have me to talk to.
I am glad to hear it.
You pretend you are a rock, but I know the softness you don't want anyone to see. Why else would you continue to come and talk to Miriam?
I don't like what's going on around here. Too many new faces. The dead rising from their graves were no picnic, but at least they kept the strangers away.
Sorry, the ferry to Wortham isn't running. Can't take anyone anywhere with all that's happening around here. It's not safe.
Hey, come over here. Sure, I may do business with some unsavory types, but I pass the savings on to you.
Both of which not remotely useful to me because this character does not use intelligence in any way form. Probably the biggest weakness of this game, that the other stats barely do much of anything. Like, strength does everything. It increases just general damage for my character. It also increases armor for everybody. I guess this also increases some of my armor. It doesn't help. Barely any. Just one armor per. Increases resistances. Barely any. Vitality. Basically, strength and vitality are literally the only good points for this thing. Anything else is just completely worthless. Probably the biggest weakness in this game. Okay. Hopefully, I hope. Wait, no. I was about to say, I hope Diablo 4 fixes that. Then I remembered, oh right, currently there's only two stats: damage and armor. In terms of that stat stuff. I mean, you know, the game's still in super duper early. But just curious if
when King Leoric came to court, he brought many nobles with him, and nobles, oddly enough, want noble crypts. So I showed up with my shovel, thinking to make easy profit by digging a few holes. Ha! There's no stopping their demands around here. Now, I eat, sleep, and breathe dirt, it seems.
If there's a sword here, we will find it.
Wrath is low. Patience.
Really? New Leoric's hat? Cool, man.
By all that is holy, you see that enemy over there?
Not ready yet. Not enough rad.
Regen, reduce all physical damage. Primary skill gains additional 3. Put that for a moment.
This one hasn't been dead long. The hunter is close. Require more rad. Not yet.
that's automatically better, but you know, I can't.
There are forces arrayed against us that are stronger than we ever imagined. Some greater purpose lies behind it. But I'm not
Not ready yet.
Light be damned.
Patience.
The Tristram fields are fair lands, fertile and temperate. Superstitious farmers kept away from them for quite a while after the fall of Old Tristram. But time has persuaded them to abandon these ridiculous notions and take up the hoe and plough once more. Now they supply crops to both New Tristram and Wortham.
Slightly hoping for Nemesis Bracers, but okay. I love my Nemesis Bracers. am I doing?
I need to go back.
Make it sound quiet. Oh, yeah. Always forget to give them weapons. You know that
This will aid me.
weapons, here we go.
I've dug up some new things for you to take a look at.
I just sold my fucking shield that I... Oh, no. Oh, God, no. Oops. Totally forgot about the stupid thing that I was wielding a two-handed weapon. Adrian, make me a shield. You make me a cool shield, right? I need to be level 18. Okay, now. Very nice.
Crusade.
Kill him! We must hurry with the ritual. Manga will be here soon. It is time.
Sword glows. Perhaps the goatmen truly were driven mad.
Who are you to take what is mine?
I am a crusader.
Regardless, I have claimed it. I am Magda, and I lead this coven. The shard is mine.
I disagree.
Very well. Let the games begin. Well fought, but you will never possess the next piece. It has fallen where only the ancients may tread.
She is more devious than she appears.
I'm returning to town. Here is a piece of the sword. It was held by a witch and her coven.
Uncle Deckard, they sound like those dark cultists you told me about.
Very good, Leah. You have been paying attention. Stranger, does any of this jar your memory?
I have no memory of this coven, but I sense a far darker shadow guiding its hand.
Their leader, Magda, said the next piece fell where only ancients may tread.
That makes me think of the drowned temple near the festering woods. I remember you telling me about it, Uncle.
Exactly, Leah. The temple was home to the Nephilim. Leah, your knowledge could be invaluable. You must go and help our friend retrieve the sword piece.
The Nephilim were ancient humans with fantastic powers. Legend holds that they waged a terrible battle near the temple, and that their ghosts still war with one another.
My grandfather used to tell me stories of ancient heroes who performed impossible feats. You remind me of those heroes. Of course, he also told me I looked like a quill fiend. He was a strange man.
Magda's coven is a remnant of an ancient religion called the Triune that worshipped the prime evils as gods.
Their gods are dead, yet they fight on.
The last two evils, Asmodan and Belial, remain. And if either of them are behind this coven, then our troubles are only beginning.
I sense power in this twisted metal.
Indeed, it feels familiar to me, though the rest is still unclear.
This is the weapon of a man with strong convictions.
Is that what I was? Then what am I without my convictions?
Whatever you have forgotten is not lost. It will be restored.
With the dead squared away and Cain back in town, I hope things won't be so bad around here.
As the shepherd watches over his flock.
I spoke with that strange man next to Deckard Cain.
I don't know what would have happened
That Templar you brought to town may seem grim to most, but I think he's hiding a good heart.
Not only saved Cain, but got our blacksmith back to work. Well done!
As you can see, business is atrocious. It must be the end times if people won't even drown their sorrows in drink.
This is my room. Do you like it? What? You're not really thinking of reading my journal, are you? Uncle Deckard believes the key to unlocking the stranger's memory is reassembling his sword. I wish I could say this was another of Uncle's crazy theories, but I can't deny that these ominous events are starting to really scare me. It doesn't feel right being in Uncle Deckard's room when he's not here.
Did you know that Leah has traveled a better part of this world?
I have some new items that I'm certain you'll love.
The foul witch waits for you to unseal the temple of the ancients, that she may strike. Her master would sacrifice. The foul witch waits for you to unseal the temple of the ancients, that she may strike. Her master would sacrifice anything to control the destiny of the stranger. I would tell you to be careful, but you wouldn't listen, would you?
I don't like what's going on around here.
Alright, nothing interesting. Alright. I want to check that just so that I could grab my amiibo while I was having a conversation, but then I just accidentally walked away. We need to go back.
They won't get us! You and I aren't so different. I have great power within me too. The only difference is no control over mine.
You have not yet found your core.
I hope I never do. The power is so great. It scares me.
Well-deserved death.
Yeah, I guess so. Cooldown, resource cost, heals. I kind of like what this one does, actually. Does a lot. Maybe if I increase my damage.
These fields used to be so beautiful. Uncle Deckard told me stories of them when I was a little girl.
After much searching, I have found a promising lead. A family near New Tristram has obtained a valuable relic, and poor fools that they are, they haven't the slightest idea what to do with it. I have some idea of what to do with their daughter, though. And through her, I'll get my prize. You there! Please help! They're going to kill my friend! Thieves are going to kill my friend if we don't do something. Help me break these bonds and see for yourself!
What do they want with your friend?
She's just a farmer's daughter, Sasha, but she has a relic that the thieves are after.
Where is the relic?
I'm sworn to secrecy.
Release the girl. The relic belongs to her.
You actually believe what this scoundrel tells you? Fine, you fools. We'll kill the both of you. You won't get away from us this time! This isn't over. The rest of the Thieves Guild will find you.
Here's the relic, my love. I hid it like you asked. Father's grown suspicious of us, but that won't matter once we're married. It won't be long, right?
Of course, my dear. Soon we will settle down to a quiet life of tilling the fields and raising children. But first, I have to sell this relic. Alas, I must travel away with my friend here to do so.
You wish to join my crusade? It's a hard path.
Yes, absolutely. The way is hard and all that. Shall we go? Wait! The relic is a fake! Gods, I should have known! You seem like you could use a helping hand, and I sure as hell don't want to stay around here.
Please tell me that you're not considering this criminal's proposal.
Ah, there you are.
What of your betrothed?
Betrothed? Do I look like the marrying kind to you? By the way, my name is Lyndon. If there's treasure to be had, then I'm in.
Because why? I don't know which ones are necessarily the good ones. Blinds enemies in front of them. With an impact, guild. It's done. Nice. 3 bolts, stealing her weapon. Special attacks.
That's just the thing.
What the tomes say of Alaric and this temple is not encouraging. You must be Alaric the Guardian. Uncle Deckard told me of your eternal watch over this cursed place. I thought it was a myth.
Are you Nephilim?
No. There have been no Nephilim for a millennium.
Yet another myth. You seek entrance to this temple, but only a Nephilim can enter. If you retrieve the keys from the outlying tombs and use them on the gates, we will see who and what you truly are. Follow me. I will raise the bridge that you may pass. Seek 2 tombs in the woods beyond. The warrior's rest and the crypt of the ancients. Within them reside the keys to our sacred temple.
After you. I don't care for these woods. Must we slog through them?
Are these Alaric's people?
No.
I wonder who killed these soldiers.
We'll soon find out.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
Take the hill, brothers! Don't let these dogs have it!
Must have been one of Alaric's people, but it didn't stop him from attacking.
Both sides of this ancient battle war against us.
Our enemies are legion, but they will not take us without a fight. We must hold.
Uncle Deckard called these flying creatures death with wings.
pretty much the majority of the game once I got it. Really? Nothing assigned there. Must have just totally forgot about that. Steed charge. Oh! More slots you right through enemies and
Not yet.
I used to love traveling, seeing the world.
Well, I've traveled all life. Watch the world change.
Yes.
Alaric says that our people can survive the coming battle, but I saw the truth in his eyes. Why did he order me to guard the beacon of honor? Those shambling things are slaughtering my people in the forest above, and there's nothing I can do to stop it.
Not ready yet.
This looks dangerous. If you remove that artifact, then have it used for safety. That was completely worth it. Mostly.
I actually found dice. Jeez. Wait, that's for me.
You almost...
I see what happens, yeah. A little weird. There we go.
Make theft unnecessary.
Chaff before the wind.
I've spent years exploring places like this with Uncle Decker. This brings back memories.
There are so many places that we could explore together, Leah.
That's not exploration. It's a rescue mission.
Patience.
This is amazing. It reminds me of being a child and searching for lost artifacts with Uncle Decker.
Those who possess the beacons of light and honor may enter our holy temple. Use them on the pedestals. The temple is open. Enter and defeat the guardians within. Although they are my brothers, they will seek your death when you enter. Remove the thing that fell into our temple. Every moment it remains, my people grow more restless.
Not yet.
None may enter the inner sanctuary. Rise, my brothers! Rise and do battle!
Your strength rivals that of our greatest champions. What now do you think you are? You may enter our most sacred place.
The noble hero fought his way here just to die.
I admire your persistence.
And who is this you bring with you? Adria's daughter? She has power within her. No matter. Your mother will soon share your fate, little one. The shard is mine. Fill this temple with their blood!
Did she mean my mother will share my fate? Could my mother be alive after all these years?
Time will tell.
This fight was too easy. She's toying with us. We must get back to Uncle Deckard right away.
Stone has been changed. Our children are born weak and suffer short lives. The demon Nereza promised to restore their power, but instead turned them into misshapen creatures and sent them to war against us. We may die, but not before she is sent back to the burning hells.
I need to go back.
The World Stone was an ancient artifact of immense power. It was used not only to create our world, but also to control mankind. The original humans were known as the Nephilim, and their power was such that it was feared they would tip the balance in the eternal conflict between the high heavens and the burning hells. So the World Stone was tuned to lessen our powers, turning mankind into what we are today. But now that it has been destroyed, it is conceivable that the powers of the Nephilim will reappear. Tyrael was forced to destroy the World Stone when Baal, the Lord of Destruction, corrupted it in his attempt to control all of mankind.
Unfortunate.
It obliterated Mount Ariat, the mountain that housed it, leaving only a smoking crater in its place. And nothing has been heard from Tyril since.
You raised Leah during your travels, but the road is a dangerous place for a child.
Not as dangerous as you might think. There was a calm about the world then. Most people paid no mind to an old man and young girl, weaponless and penniless, crossing their lands.
Uncle Deckard and I traveled all over the world in my youth, looking for lost lore and artifacts. It was so exciting, crawling around ancient temples, digging through forgotten crypts. I feel fortunate that Uncle Deckard raised me the way he did, the things I learned from him. But now I don't know. I see what his obsession with his quest has cost him, has cost us.
You spoke of Chaldeum. You lived there with your father?
Yes, he was a diplomat. We had a manor with servants and terraces, all of that. Everything changed when the Troubles started. Somehow, rumors spread that my grandfather was responsible for the king's madness. My father's work fell apart. No one would speak to him. He kept believing it will blow over, though.
That is not the way of the world.
No. I'd rather not talk about it now, if you don't mind. I've work to see to.
Here, the second piece of the sword. Magda now seeks the third.
I remember a glow streaking towards a fishing village.
The only fishing village near here is Wortham.
You're right, Leah. It must be Wortham. There is a ferry on the edge of Tristram that will take you there.
Tell me of this coven.
I have no memory of them, except a feeling, a darkness that is known to me.
Known to you?
The coven may be part of a greater evil. Perhaps I intended to fight it.
You'll need your sword.
The living dead? The Skeleton King? The Khazra? I would not have thought it possible. You have given us all hope. My men, the people of this town, we all owe you a debt of gratitude.
No gratitude needed. Just be ready for the next trial.
Nothing that you can't handle, I'm certain.
Weep, Tristram. I tell you, weep. Justice must be broken so that wisdom can be reborn.
I spoke with that strange man next to Deckard Cain.
Don't know what would have happened.
I really do miss that bard. The way he sang Bartok and Horizon could make a bad man weep and turn his life around.
You're always on about the bard. Tell you what, why don't you learn to sing for us instead of complaining all day?
Well, I'm more of a patron of the arts than an artist.
That, and you have a voice like a wounded quill beast.
True.
I heard the goatmen have come down from the hills and are killing anything they can get there. Not only saved Cain, but got our blacksmith back. I heard the goatmen have come down from the...
When we retrieved the stranger's second sword piece, Magda found us. She's always on our heels. Who is she? She claims to know my mother, but how could that be? Regardless, we must beat her to Wortham in the final piece of the sword.
Did you know that Leah has traveled a better part of this world?
Alright, what do you guys think?
So you were a criminal before joining the Templar. What were your crimes?
I cannot tell you.
Then I will not pry.
You misunderstand me. We are literally unable to recall our pasts. The Inquisitors stripped my sins and the memory of them from me, leaving me pure. What shall we fight today?
Where are you from?
Kingsport, the city by the sea, home to the great merchant fleets and endless nets of reeking fish.
Sounds delightful. And what was your trade there?
I was, a bit of a private dealer.
Ah, so no honest work.
Nonsense. I am the most honest thief you will ever meet. Wanted. One relic, scarlet, roughly the size of a man's fist. It was stolen 2 months past during a deplorable theft from the Merchants Guild Bank. Those apprehended were not in possession of the item. The relic is greatly missed by its rightful owner, who offers a reward for its safe return.
You spend quite a lot of time chasing women.
We only have so many days in this world, and I choose to spend mine in worthy pursuits.
I'm not sure you think very much of the women you pursue.
I've only found one worth keeping, but she slipped away from me.
Ah, what did you do wrong?
I'd rather talk about the ones I caught and didn't want.